Surprisingly, I don't see anybody out here today. That's why it's very important to speak up whenever you talk to customers pricing out jobs, because a lot of the times when you get called out for something, they have no idea that you can pretty much do other stuff as well. They just think you... That's a good one right here.
They come from Fort Hill.
What's up, you guys? Andrew here with Jack of All Trades. Today I have the perfect job on the schedule for my mini skid steer and stump grinder, so I'll take you guys along with me and show you guys what I got going on. Yeah.
The stumps that are...
Yeah, that looks great. You guys did a good job. Do you want me to haul off that debris as well? I could just scoop it up, the big stuff, and throw it in the trailer when I take that. So these are some of the stumps right here. They basically cut down a bunch of brush and it keeps coming back. So once I grind the stumps, that should stop, at least for the most part. And then we got some bigger stuff like this. This right here is the pile of brush that I need to remove. I believe I can cut it up and fit it in one load. I don't even think much cutting will really be needed since I have the 16-foot trailer with me. And then I have a bunch of these small stumps to grind as well. Pretty nice sized job. These things will go super quick. I'm gonna start off with removing all of this brush first, and then I'll get to the stumps last, but I want to make sure I take this stuff out of the yard before we get some rain later on today. I don't think camera will do this hill right here justice, but it is definitely pretty steep. job is going just as quick as I expected, so that's a very good thing. I'm gonna make a pile right here and then grab probably just one more scoop and I'm done. I'm gonna pick up a couple more of these sticks that weren't really part of the pile just because I have some extra space in the trailer, and I'm sure that'll make the customer happier. Removing dead sticks is not the most fun thing to do just because they always like crack and break, and then you got all this random debris to pick up. I try to pick up as much of it as I can by hand as I go. That way I don't create a mess with sticks all over the yard. But like this is an example. Stuff like this, and then I'm gonna have to blow all of this dry grass back onto the hill. I finally installed a new tarp on this dump trailer, so now it's actually 20 foot long instead of 16 foot. So it will allow me to go over the walls in the future by quite a bit actually if need be. Bungees are definitely clutch when you're towing stuff like this. Now I'm gonna blow off everything. Currently on the way to the landfill to dump this load of yard debris. Thankfully it's only 12 minutes away from this neighborhood, which is extremely nice because it's gonna allow me to get the job done way faster. I'm only an hour and a half in right now, and I pretty much got done with about half the job because those stumps are small. They're not gonna take me that long. Whenever you have concrete, yard debris, dirt, you don't even need to go on the scales for this dump because they charge you by the load, so you go straight up to the office. The disposal cost for this load right here was $36.05. Surprisingly, I don't see anybody out here today. I'm assuming everybody's doing their lunch right now. Got the machines all parked up nicely. I'm just gonna untarp and dump right here. This right here is the load we just disposed of. It's nothing crazy, but it's definitely a decent sized load. Many of you guys asked me down in the comments, how do I land jobs like this? And for this specific job right here, it was pretty simple. I made a job on Facebook saying that I grind stumps. Somebody saw my ad and reached out saying they have about 3 stumps, maybe 4 to grind. So I go out there to take a look at the job, and I see that she has a lot more than just 3 to 4 stumps. It's just 3 to 4 bigger stumps, but she has a bunch of brush that they cut down. After talking to the customers for a few minutes, in my head I realized that they are more than happy to pay for the convenience of a service and not have to deal with all of the brush on their own. So before I even gave them a price on the stumps, which would have been like $300 to $400, I priced out the whole job. So I came up with a total of $1,200 to grind all of the stumps and to haul off the debris. And they just said, let's do it right away. That's why it's very important to speak up whenever you talk to customers pricing out jobs, because a lot of the times when you get called out for something, they have no idea that you can pretty much do other stuff as well. They just think you grind stumps. And whenever I show up to tree jobs, the only thing I remove, tree debris. Or when I show up to junk removal, they think I just haul junk. But no, I do a lot more. So if I see an opportunity in front of my face, I try to shoot for it. And a lot of the time it actually works. I'm pretty much going to start off with grinding off this area right here, and then I'll turn my machine around. This, and then a bunch more. some reason, a lot of people out there actually hate compact equipment. They say it's slow, it's overpriced. But with a big machine, you're not going to be able to get in here. So guess what? You wouldn't be able to take a job on like this. Like these little things, you're not going to rip them out by hand. So you need to grind them. And if you had a bigger machine, you need to cut these trees, grind these stumps just to get the balance. I'm gonna rake up this soil real quick, make it look presentable, and then I'm gonna show it to the customer. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get paid and they're gonna be very satisfied with these results. Yep. It's gonna look a lot different.
I love it. Okay, yeah, this is exactly what we wanted. All of that is completely gone.
Yep. And then I pretty much spread all the mulch from the stumps. So
Sweet.
it's all good.
Yeah, this is so great. Thank you.
Yep, no problem.
Quickly too.
Yeah, the equipment works pretty quick.
Yeah. Well, you got all of it. You even got stuff I don't think we know.
Yeah, I try to get as much stuff as I can.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
Yep.
it looks great to me.
Cool.
So how much? It was 1,200.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna give you 13. Just
Are you
'cause-
sure?
Yeah, of course. You did such a good job. 1, 2,
You guys are awesome. I appreciate it.
8, 9, 10.
These customers right here were extremely awesome. They ended up paying me an extra $100 tip because they were so happy with the work I did, and I honestly can't believe it, but that's how it goes sometimes. You take care of people a little bit extra, they like that, and then they pay you for it no matter what. So I love customers like these. I drive by this local farmer over here that sells a bunch of vegetables and watermelons all the time, and I'm like, I'm gonna stop one day, I'm gonna stop one day, and today is the day. I'm gonna go buy some watermelon. This right here is copper. I don't understand why they don't just take it out when they plant these poles. What's the best one you have?
My opinion, those seeds right there, they have.
These are some real big boys right here.
Huh?
These are some real big boys right here. You got them on sale, huh? $8.
7 today.
7 today?
Yeah, and those big.
Any melon. So $7 any of them, huh?
Those are 5.
I used to sell watermelons when I was younger. That's a good one right here.
They come from Fort Hill,
How far is that?
about 170 miles. south.
About 170 miles, and you just drive this trailer down there? That's awesome.
They come right straight out of the field.
How long you been selling over here?
3 years.
I'm gonna go put this in the truck. I'll be right back to pay.
Good to see you, brother.
Thank you, sir. I do appreciate it. See you, man. Take care.
We're open all the time.
Yeah, I drive by here all the time, and I'm always like, I'm gonna stop, and I always forget, and I zoom past here because it's an interstate. So I turned around. I missed it right now too, but I'm like, it's so hot. Let me turn around and go get a watermelon.
We got the pay box there. We got the cash app, demo.
That's awesome. Yeah,
And it's self-serve when I'm not here.
that's great. Do you have any of these tomatoes from your house, or are you buying from other farmers?
These back here I grew.
You
And
grew
all-
these ones?
All these over here I grew.
Okay. Awesome, man. Well, I'll see you a different time.
All right, sir.
Take
Appreciate
care.
your business.
This right here is going to wrap it up for today's video. If you guys enjoyed this content, please don't forget to leave me a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.